from Moonbean Gems Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your Scorpio mid-October reading today. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm just going to take a few moments to kind of go over the intro. So I am an intuitive reader, and my messages are timeless. Okay, and they are not date specific. So what that means is whenever you receive the message, that is the right time for you. Also, do have a look at the titles because they are not date specific. The date are just there for organizational purposes. If you resonate with something, then chances are you should probably have a look at that video because there may be a message there for you. Okay. Also, again, if the message does not resonate with you, please don't, don't feel bad. Just leave it aside. It's probably meant for someone else. Do have a look at my other videos. Look at your moon, your rising, as well as your Venus or Jupiter. Okay. All right. So before we get started, I usually do a meditation pre-shuffle beforehand off camera. So for you, Scorpio, a few things came up. So the first card to come out was the Ten of Cups, okay? So that has to do with the marriage, family, right? The whole white picket fence, your Ten of Cups moment, right? The happily ever after, family reunions, love and support, okay? The second card to come out, I believe, was the Page of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like at this time, someone is presenting you with something or coming forward with a message. It could have something to do with, or a gift. I feel like it does have to do with a relationship, even though it is Pentacles. Sometimes, it may have to do with like a position or a job or type thing, but I do feel like it is a relationship or love-based, okay? The next card to come out was the Four of Swords. So this card is usually indicative of someone who needs to have some rest. So I feel like at this time, Scorpio, you are kind of retreating, you are in solitude, you're recovering from something, okay? Because right after that, I did get the Temperance, which is all about balance and harmony, self-control, and moderation, okay? It's also like, I find with Temperance, it's like, it is ruled by Sagittarius, yet I feel it's like my fix-it angel, okay? So like someone who is definitely, or an energy that is definitely there to try and balance the scales, okay? Again, the following card was, I believe it was the Hanged Man. So that's, maybe after you've had your Four of Swords moment where you've got to kind of retreat and really think about things. I feel like you've gained some wisdom, right? The Hanged Man is all about wisdom and self-sacrifice, right? Getting a unique perspective, right? Really becoming like, if you look at the card itself, like his head is like illuminated, right? So it's like you're gaining that wisdom from a different perspective, okay? And the last card I believe to come out was the Queen of Swords, okay? So this is, someone who is a quick thinker, very perceptive, okay? The Queen of Swords is very loving, I believe. She is not someone that's quick to just like cut someone out. She is someone who gives chances, okay? If you look at the card itself, she is holding the sword with one hand, and I believe she's also has her hand out. Almost like someone who's like, take my hand, like I will guide you kind of thing. So I feel like this is someone in your life who may be trying to show you something or trying to guide you. Or again, this could be you doing this for someone else, okay? Also, if you are a cross watcher interested in a Scorpio, do have a look at the Taurus readings. I find that their 7th house gives you a little bit more insight in terms of how this individual may be in a relationship, okay? If that's something that you're looking at. All right, so before we get started, I'm just going to shuffle a little bit on camera, and then we'll go right into the reading, okay? My Mother, Divine Father, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Universe, please allow me to connect with the collective of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter for mid-October 2019. Allow messages to come in clearly And for the greater good of Scorpio. I'm very blessed to receive these messages. Look forward to I need to for the greater good of Scorpio. Mid October. I'm just trying to keep telling me something. I keep seeing this 9 of Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. All right, so Scorpio, either there's Pentacles all around you. So this may be, again, Pentacles is more of the whole physical realm versus the love. But again, it can be like, depending on what sign you're dealing with, right? Like earth signs are very much in the physical, right? They're all about stability. So maybe you're dealing with someone who is an earth sign, right? Whereas like Pentacles is what kind of guides a lot of their, I guess, how they respond to things. All right. Scorpio. Okay, what messages do we have for Scorpio for mid-October 2019? All right, first card out is the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands has to do with, you know, stress, exhaustion, just taking on too much responsibilities. Again, it's also 10 is an ending to a cycle. So maybe this is, you're reaching the end point of this exhaustion. You may be putting those, that stack of wands down very, very shortly. Okay, again, boom. So 10 of Swords in the reverse. So there's another 10. So you got 10, 10 right now on the board. 10 of Swords in the reverse is about letting go of those painful endings, right? Painful issues, things that really affected you emotionally. Okay, so maybe whatever it is, the stress that you've had, this, you know, these responsibilities, and now you're looking at it, I think, again, from a different perspective. Like you may have had some issues in the past in terms of like, someone may have hurt you, but you're releasing that, you're letting go of that. And I feel like you've put yourself into work, into, you know, could be into other endeavors, right? And you just probably took on a lot because of that, because of you're trying to cover up those, masking those feelings. Again, you're letting go of that. 5 of Wands as the next card that came out in the reverse. Okay, so I feel, again, whatever it is that hurt you, whatever, you're releasing it. And then also with that in turn, you're kind of letting go of any obstacles, right? Or challenges. They're ending. Whatever it was, right? So you got 10, 10, 5 here, right? Whatever it was really did hurt you at some point. And I just feel like you've kind of like put your energy elsewhere and weren't really paying attention, weren't really focusing on that anymore. Again, being in the reverse. All right, so because of all that, because you're able to release and let go of any obstacles or any like type of like negative feelings, you're being presented with something by the divine. I feel this with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it could be a new job, right? A raise, even a promotion, any like Pentacles, I guess, again, have to do with like an income, right? Or like money, right? The physical. So I feel like, again, because you were able to, maybe this is work related for some of you. It doesn't Doesn't necessarily have to be. It could also be a relationship, letting go of past hurt. Maybe you were in a third-party situation, right? And you just let go of that. You're like, the hell with this. And because of that letting go, because you were able to just walk away from it and, you know, put it down, you're being presented with something new, right? For some of you, if this is work-related, you stop competing. You're not competing with anyone anymore. Whatever it is that was happening at work, you're rising above it. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. Okay, this could be you. I know you're a water sign, but this could be your energy currently. Again, having this Ace of Pentacles and being given to you can possibly move you forward, like propel you forward towards being a King of Pentacles yourself. Okay, King of Pentacles is, you know, someone who is very grounded, right? Someone who is disciplined in their work. They are abundant. They have, they're stable, right? Like, again, you can also be dealing with, and this could be you, Scorpio. Remember I said at the beginning, cross-watchers, do have a look at the Taurus video. Well, this could be you because what's your 7th house? The Taurus, right? So, right, or your 9th house, I should say, is the Taurus, right? So this is definitely, I feel like it's your energy. I know you're not an earth sign, but right now you're exuding this, or going to be shortly, if you haven't already, right? Keep in mind, right, time is on a continuum, so, or not on a continuum, sorry, it's fluid. So we're all going through different stages. Some people are going through a lot at the same time versus just like one step at a time, right? So keep that in mind, right? For whoever this resonates with. If it doesn't resonate with you, again, put it aside. It's probably not meant. It could just be someone else in your, around you. You're picking up on, like, I'm picking up on their energy, right? It may not necessarily be you. But that's what I'm feeling for you right now, Scorpio. Let's look at this Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Okay, in regards to this exhaustion, what these responsibilities, you know, I'm seeing, I got the Three of Cups, okay, and the Moon card. So Three of Cups is all about celebrations, right? Friendships, support circle. So I feel like at this time, you know, your friends are really your moral support. They're really giving you, they're helping you at this time. Like, I feel like because of them, you're kind of putting those negative feelings aside, or you're able to look past them and really not focus on the negative, but try to move towards a positive. With the Moon card being there, it's about illusions, right? And still like that fear. You do have the fear still, but I feel like your friends are definitely helping you move past that, right? Because right after, again, is that Ten of Swords in the reverse. So continue, you know, like most people would be like, oh, you know, the party card, number 3. Right? Three of Cups, all about partying and having a good time, right? Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you've been so focused on work or whatever that you haven't really had some time to get out and like enjoy yourself and have a good time and really be in that positive. I'm not saying go out and like get trashed and whatever. No, go out and like have fun, enjoy yourself. It doesn't mean you're going to get, you know, go out and get drunk. It just means, you know, spend some time with the people who matter to you, right? Your support system. They will help you. All right, let's look at this Ten of Swords in the reverse. It's interesting. Okay, so with the Ten of Swords in reverse, remember we talked about how that is all about releasing those, like that negative feelings of heart, you know, someone hurting you, whatever it was. The cards to follow right off the bat to clarify is the Six of Swords and the Chariot. Okay, those are both 2 movement cards, moving forward, right? So the Six of Swords is all about necessary transition, right? You could be, again, movement, travel. You could be relocating, right? Maybe that's something that's happening. You're letting go by moving away, getting away from this negative energy, right? And maybe because of that, that's why you're celebrating, having a good, a going away party, going away celebrations with your friends. The Chariot card, again, is also all about movement, moving forward, having, taking action, a change, right? Journey. This is more so you choosing to move forward, and this is like I would say, spirit or your ancestors or you just source helping you move forward, right? Like they are propelling you forward. You're basically trusting that you're going in the right direction at this point in time. And I think, Scorpio, given what I'm seeing here, I think you are moving in the right direction. Okay, let's see this, the Five of Wands in reverse for Scorpio. Okay, we got the Death card. Okay, so Death, again, all about big changes, right? Any other messages regarding the Five of Wands in reverse for Scorpio? And that, again, that's also your card, Scorpio, when I see the Death card. So you're in your element, you're doing your thing, okay? You're moving forward after whatever it is, getting, I feel like you healed, like whatever pain you went through, you're not going through anymore. Okay, and this fell when I talked about the pain you went through. So Two of Cups, maybe this has to do with a love situation for some of you. With the Five of Wands in reverse, remember that was all, like in the upright, it's all about challenges, obstacles, right? Like, again, it could also be competition, right? Like if you see they're like competing against each other. But I feel like some of you are just deciding not to do that anymore. We're done with the competing. We're not fighting for this. This is not worth it. Again, it could be in regards to a relationship. Like, I'm done competing with you. I'm done fighting with you. I don't have the passion anymore to keep going. I'm ending it. Death. Okay? Again, right after Death, I did get the Devil. So for some of you, I feel like the relationship or whatever it is that was causing you some grief or stress, whatever, ending it with the Devil there is something that was definitely had a hold on you, okay? For some of you, maybe it's addiction. For others of you, it just could be a compulsion, right? Like maybe you were drawn to someone, you were very like fixated on this person, or something about this individual, or it could have even been a job that was just not good for you. It wasn't taking you down the right path, and I feel like you're trying to get away from that. What's the Devil here? From there. Okay, so I did get this card and it fell directly onto the Six of Swords. Okay, so this is just the art card, one of the cards, the designer or the artist cards. Why can't I speak right now? But when I see this card, I associate it with family. So I feel like some of you do have a family, like your own children, or this movement is like, has something to do with family, like you're putting your family first, okay? Or you're doing, and this, it could also be generational, so I feel like maybe this is something that's been going on for many generations or in a past life, and you're finally starting to break free of it. What is the Devil here for Scorpio? Yeah, we've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. So definitely you are wanting to end whatever relationship that was toxic, okay? Somebody had a hold of you. You were definitely involved with someone that possibly, you know, you could have been in a codependent relationship, right? Someone that just brought the worst out in you, and it just, you can't deal with that anymore. You don't want to deal with that anymore. This could have been something that, or someone, they didn't even, maybe they didn't even realize that they were having this effect on you, possibly. But I don't feel like, I kind of feel like they didn't realize, but I honestly feel like this person is a very greedy person. Like, not greed, like materialistic greed. I feel like they just put them, yeah, they feel like I feel like they just put themselves first. Okay, why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Boo. Yeah. All right, so Hermit in reverse fell right on top of the Devil. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. But it's in the reverse, right? So this person is not, or this could be you, your energy right now, Scorpio. I feel like you are, no, I feel like this is the individual that they're not seeing. Like, they need to do their inner work, and I feel like they're not seeing the reasons. Like, they don't understand why you're leaving, right? They don't want to be alone. They just, again, very, like, greedy, like, selfish, you know, reasonings. They won't let go of certain things because they can't, they don't want to. All right, let's look at this. Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? You got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. And the Strength in reverse. Okay, so in order for you to get this Ace of Pentacles, okay, from the Divine, I feel like there's a few things. Okay, so yes, you let go of this relationship. Yes, you're moving on. Yes, you're moving forward. It's possible that there's still, this could be also you, where it's like you should be going inward. You should be taking the time to kind of reflect on things, but you're not. You're refusing to do that work. I feel like because of that, it's possible that it's because, one, with the Strength being in the reverse, like you're lacking that confidence right now, right? Like maybe this person made you feel a lack of confidence, right? And then with the Wands in reverse, it's just this relationship, you know, I feel like something's not being open to you. Something is not coming your way until you deal with your own issues. Like, even though you're letting go of moving on, moving forward, you're still not dealing with your own emotions. I feel, yeah. Yeah, again, with this. Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse here? Whew, 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 whew. Yeah. So I'm torn between this, but anyways, in terms of this Ace of Wands, we've got the Three of Wands. Okay, so Three of Wands is about, you know, working together, teamwork, expanding. So I feel like because it fell on the Ace of Wands in reverse, I feel like you may have wanted this relationship to move forward, to expand, to, you know, but I feel like something is definitely keeping that from happening. And again, this could be them, right? And, you know, cross-watcher, this could be them. May not, it could be the Scorpio, right? It may not just be whomever they're dealing with, right? Vice versa. But it's interesting that as well I got the Sun, but it kind of fell like this, sideways. So I'm going to leave it sideways because it can go either way. Like, I feel like had this individual be open to work on themselves, or like see things from a different perspective, that it can change into the sun, right? And maybe, remember earlier I was talking and the Two of Cups fell out. So it's definitely, Two of Cups is all about, you know, a partnership. It could be a marriage even. And I feel like maybe you just need some time away from this individual. Maybe this individual needs to get some clarity and figure out why things didn't work out, why they were unable to, you know, have a more positive. Yeah, I honestly feel like this person is very much an opposite. Like, you want to think positively. You want to be on that, you know, you want to move up. Like, I feel like you want to vibrate higher. Like, you want to level up, and this individual is keeping you bound, keeping you, you know, stuck and not able to move forward. So I feel like, again, your friends, your family, I feel like they're having, you know, an impact in some of the decisions that you're making as well. Sometimes that's a good thing. Other times it's like, it can actually have a reverse effect, right? You think that they're helping you, but in actuality, you need to think for yourself. You need to be able, like, only you know what you're going through, right? You may tell someone your problems, but I feel like a lot of the times we hide our true thoughts from people. Even when we're talking to people about our emotions and what's really going on, I feel like we hide. It's funny because while I was talking about that, the Queen of Water came out, right? So just like the Queen of Swords, this is, right, someone who is calm, intuitive, compassionate. So again, maybe it's just getting a handle of being real with yourself and knowing that, like, that might be the case, that you're not telling everyone, you know, what's really going on. Like, you're just focusing on the negative when you talk to people, right? Like, I'm a firm believer that, like, even friends can have that negative effect. If you're constantly going to your friends and telling your friends what's wrong with your relationship and not what's right, they're not going to like your significant other very much. They're going to hate them. They're going to constantly tell you how you need to get away from that individual, right? So keep that in mind. Sometimes you need to reflect on the good, right? And focus on the good as well, right? Things are not always like, you know, black and white. There's a lot of gray area, right? So we need to make sure that we blend things, right? And allow the truth to come out. Even if it means like writing it down on paper versus actually telling someone. All right, let's look at this King of Pentacles for our overall message. Woo. Okay, Nine of Cups in the reverse. I feel, again, this is someone who... Ooh, everything just flew out. Okay. So we got Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So if this is, again, more of the relationship versus the career-based reading, you're not feeling stuck anymore. And I feel like once you start really talking about your feelings and getting the truth out, like, even if it, again, writing it down, that might help. You may be in the future, like, if you do take your friend's advice or your family's advice, yeah, okay, you may be abundant in terms of wealth, right? Like pentacles, but I feel like emotionally you may be lacking there. Woo! All right, so we're having weird stuff happening during this video. So at one point my camera may have froze. I'm not sure. So there may be some chunk missing there until I noticed it. And now the camera's falling over. So usually when stuff like that happens, my spirit guides or ancestors are around trying to tell me something. They're probably telling me to pay attention to this reading, seeing as though I am a Scorpio rising. Hello to me. Yay. Isn't that yay? Yay. So, again, where was I? All right. So, even though financially you may be feeling stable, or you will be feeling stable, emotionally you may be feeling a lack of stability. Okay? With the 8 of Swords in the reverse, I feel like at this point, right, you are not stuck anymore. You are able to get out of whatever it is that you know, situation. You may still be blindfolded or choosing to be, but I feel like whatever it is, again, it's the whole getting out of isolation. Like, I feel like maybe this, after this reading, you're going to, you know, try to reach out to a friend and like let them know, like, hey, you know, that relationship, it wasn't all that bad. Like, you're just seeing it because I come to you with all my problems, but you know, this person did XYZ for me, right? Like, maybe these people don't really know what really goes on, right? So keep that in mind. All right, Scorpio, before I start, I got to shuffle my oracle cards, and we're going to look for maybe, let's get another message here for Scorpio. Another divine power, spirit guides, ancestors, universe, please connect with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter for mid-October 2019. Whoop! Yeah. Spirit guides are definitely playing some games with me today. All right, let's see what we have. Funky stuff. Funky stuff. All right, any messages for Scorpio for mid-October 2019? Any messages for Scorpio? Okay, what are the messages? Ooh. Okay, what are the messages you have for Scorpio for mid-October 2019? Okay. All right. First card, the Counselor. Ooh, let me just move this back a bit. All right, so Counselor. So that's the 12 of water, the Counselor. So again, talking to someone, actually physically talking to someone, okay? Letting people know, or letting this individual know, maybe you need a mediator if this is a relationship or a marriage that's kind of dissolving or whatever, you're moving on from this person. Maybe, again, reach out to someone and talk to them, right? I feel like whomever that you are speaking to, again, this, when I see this card, I think of a Pisces, possibly, or even you, Scorpio, right? Maybe you're put into this position. Maybe you're the one who is like hearing this from a friend that, you know, they're going through all, you know, this, whatever it is, this issue here with this relationship. I feel the cycles of the moons have something to do with it. So again, we're moving into a full moon, I believe, very shortly, in a couple days. So this may be happening through soon, or just maybe with the crescent moons there, it could have happened again earlier in the, at the beginning of the month, and now we're moving into full moon, right? Again, this is a symbol of the goddess as well. So maybe, but I honestly do feel like you do need to get whatever it is that's stuck here in your throat out, okay? All right, next card is the 9 of Air in reverse. Okay, so the 9 of Air in reverse has to do with when it's in the reverse, it's like it's telling me that you need to connect with your spirit guides, okay, the universe. You're having some issues with receiving communication. Okay, for some of you who are starseeds or light workers, I feel like you, at some point in time, if you are going through this issue, this if this reading resonates with you, where you're going through a relationship that's kind of, you're too focused on it. You're not looking at things the way you should be. Your eyes aren't open. Your third eye isn't open. You are fixated on the problem, and you're not able to see everything around you. You're not able to see that there's a lesson to be learned here. Maybe that lesson is standing up for yourself and walking out, moving forward, and showing this person that, hey, I am not this person that you think I am. I'm not weak. I'm not, Again, Scorpio, you're very secretive, right? Like with the moon being there in that card, I feel, again, and the moon being here, right? Secrets. Scorpios tend to keep things, emotions, especially under lock and key, right? Find someone that you can open up to. And again, if that means getting a journal out and writing things down just to express yourself and get it out of your head, then that's something that you need to do. But definitely, I feel that you do need to start communicating more with the ether, with spirit, right? With God, source, whatever it is you want to call them, the universe. I feel like you do need to take a moment, take some time, reflect. Okay, next card is One of Earth. Okay, One of Earth is very similar to the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, very much so. So I feel like, again, you want to create something. That's the only difference here, where it's like in the Ace of Pentacles is a gift that you're given. This is more so like you want to create, right? You want something to growth here, right? With Earth. Something that you want to, plant a seed, to watch it grow. Okay, maybe that's, for some of you, you are dealing with an earth sign, right? Or again, this is the other aspect of you, your ninth house, right? The Taurus in you, that's basically saying like, I need to plant the seed for me and watch it grow. All right, Scorpio, that has been your mid-October reading. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Okay, if this video has resonated with you, please do let me know in the comments below. Okay, again, do open up to someone, write it down, even get a journal. I mean, I have a journal. I've been writing in a journal since I was like able to write. Okay, I stopped for a long time. I would say a couple years. I just stopped writing and getting my thoughts out, and I felt like at one point I emotionally closed off and not able to move forward in life. And recently, in the last few years, it's like I've picked up a notebook and started writing, and it's like it's helped me definitely resolve some issues that I've had, or at least get things out that I was unable to, actually tell people, right? It's that whole being afraid of being judged, right? Possibly. So keep that in mind. All right, Scorpios, it's been awesome. Have a great day and many blessings.